So, welcome to another trade recap of, well, it's actually not a trade recap. It was a missed trade from my side, so that's one setup per session. This was yesterday's, Thursday, 10th of April. We had some crazy volatility, of course, thanks to Donald. And price was nearing the London Open. So what I could see here, so I was a bit too late to take this trade. I was out. There's a 15-minute gap here, which is holding price down. It didn't close at this moment. What you see, we had quite a sharp sell-off and then a slow grind up, creating a nice liquidity run here. Price wicked into that level again and is now retracing. And what I saw is that price retraced to the discount area, to EQ. So that gives us a reasonable level to bounce. And I think actually ES went deeper than that. Yes, it did. Quite deep actually. Already in this run it went quite deep. So I was marking out my levels and then let's just see what price was doing. So with this price action, especially also with the enormous moves, I tend to take first the 5 minutes. So here it actually already went. So I was looking, so there was an SMT created at this candle. So not the high one, but before, because ES already took this sweep, so it already swept this level. So I was watching, okay, so that's interesting, but for me there was not really a level to take, so I was waiting, and then this block, or at least this 5-minute candle printed, and suddenly out of nowhere there was this liquidity run, and it was not only a liquidity run to sweep this level, but it was actually a liquidity run so bold that it created an SMT. So it was the clear higher high and there was a tiny lower low. That's okay. And when price dropped below this, I thought, hey, this is interesting because now we have a bearish breaker like this, a breaker block. And so then I marked out this level, and now it was interesting to watch. Breaker block here. We got the close below, but then actually it would be interesting to move to the 1 minute or somewhere in between. So the close came pop, 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 pop. Yeah, already here, but so the close was here, and I was thinking, okay, so let's see if we can get a close below, and we did a teeny tiny close below. But why was I more confident in a move downwards? Because ES was actually paving the way, so it did not only move up let's say more aggressively, but it also sold off more aggressively. And by the time that we got this close, ES was already below this wick level. So for me that was interesting. Again, of course, it's all hindsight, but I was thinking, okay, so how would I enter? I would enter at the low of the breaker block, stop at the high, and then just trade what would be a sensible level. So what you could see here is that if you want to trade all the way down, this would be your take profit, and that's a really good trade. But seeing the volatility, it's of course definitely possible. But here what I was working on is I was thinking, okay, so normally it's not strange to actually see a move all the way back to the golden fib. And if I look at the golden fib, because generally you can get an entry here, which would align because there's still a gap here. So alternatively I was thinking, okay, if I go a bit with a tighter stop, I would not want to place it below this wick because there's still a big open space here, and it didn't get there obviously because my initial target would be here. So I was thinking, okay, either I take the whole route down because it makes sense that seeing this liquidity and also seeing that this was even, let's say this was your first target for ES, and then your second target may be this one, but the second target would already be here. So there was a great opportunity. Also, let's not forget this enormous candle here. So I was thinking, okay, yes, this could work out, either in this form or in the longer form. So just watching, and then suddenly price just went all the way down. And what you can see is that ES just had no chill. It already broke this level while NQ was not even there, but I think the move was so bearish that there was no holding it back. This was just a wonderful trade. And I think it even went to target without one proper retrace. So I think the retrace came after NQ hit the low, because there was not much liquidity left to be taken. And that actually went even further down. Yeah, so this was a wonderful trade. I think I would, if I would trade it, I would scale it all the way out here. I mean, there's no reason to expect even a further down move. And I think there was also no news, because of course when there was news on the tariffs again, that would potentially make it different. But this was just an incredible trade. It ticked all the boxes. It was in a 15-minute fair value gap. We had a high time frame S&T. There was a clear manipulation, of course. No lower time frame S&T, but that was okay. So the only thing I was thinking, because this does not give the not always sets up for the best RR. I was thinking, okay, so do I have a singular fair value gap all the way here? So there was actually a gap here, which actually was retested. So I'll just do this. Let's not make an M5, but M1. So it got retested. So this would be the break below could have been an entry. So that would give you a, I don't know if it gives you a tighter entry, but at least an earlier entry. But the stop for me would still be somewhere up here, because this is too much of a gap. But maybe the 2 minutes would give a better, no, clearly not. So it would be on the 1 minute. And I don't go to the 30 seconds, because that's a bit too much for me. And then you don't really have a singular fair value gap. You could take this one, but then you're still also going to short at that level. So for me, this is just wonderful setup. Ticks all the boxes.